Evaporate. Parrish off the turnover, lays it in, and San Diego State's got their largest lead. Aztecs have forced 5 turnovers in the first 6+ minutes. Irvine allowing just 58 points per game. Davis in a 2-man game throws that away. Bradley 3-on-2 as they hurry ahead. Parrish, as the defender falls over, it's going to be a flop. It is on DJ Davis. So DJ Davis is going to be called for a flop, and that's a one-shot technical foul. So the new rule this year is flops are one-shot technicals. There are no warnings. We've seen that a couple of times over the course of the last few San Diego State games. Davis is in disbelief. I thought in real time it was going to be either a block or a charge. They elected to call a flop. So one shot for Micah Parrish. Really tough call in real time to get right. San Diego State the beneficiary. And now Parrish, 12 of 14 at the line, misses the free throw. San Diego State 5 of 12 from the floor. UC Davis is 2 of 6. UC Davis now up to 7 turnovers. San Diego State's turned it over 5 times. J.C. Butler, Karan Butler's son, is in for the Anteaters, as is Andre Henry. So it goes to UC Irvine because San Diego State, after the flop, turns it over. So just a one-shot technical. Now Justin Hone. Adam Seiko has entered for San Diego State for a first time. Hone around Mensah, shot blocked. Ledee fighting for it, fouled by Hutchison. That'll be the 4th against Irvine. And the first on Chaz Hutchison. Ofuri Ujuju-Galay has entered for a first time for Irvine. Here is Trammell walking the ball over into the front court. San Diego State by 5. Nearly 8 minutes have gone by. Bradley getting a breather right now. Mensah left unguarded on the perimeter. We saw that a little bit in Maui. Now Mensah to the low block. Shot clock at 7. Mensah gets it to go with that little jump hook. Nathan Mensah's first points. San Diego State up to 46% against UC Irvine here in the first half. Opponent shooting just 35% against the Anteaters as Mensah is able to poke that away. Anteaters have not fared well against this pressure San Diego State defense in the half court as of yet. Aztecs enjoying their largest lead. You know, we think San Diego State is deep, and they are. No team substitutes like the Anteaters do. I mean, they're playing 10, 12 players already in this first half. Pierre Cockrell, the point guard, the Pacific transfer, re-enters. This is Loyston, back for Henry. Shot clock at 10. Henry gets around Parrish and scores. Nifty ball handling there by Andre Henry, the junior out of California. Seiko the other way, that's short. One and done. Cockrell running. Right side. Henry. Back outside for J.C. Butler. One of their top returnees. Now Loyston, the young 7-footer. Shot clock at 5. Cockrell matched up on Mensah. Shoots over top. Mensah misses it short. Loose ball secured by Nathan and then fouled. And immediate timeout following the team foul there against the Anteaters. Aztecs enjoying a 5-point lead midway through the first half. Stay with us. You're watching the Aztecs on Your View and the Mountain West Network. San Diego State, number 24 in the nation and leading 14-9. Matt Bradley, very encouraging to see his start, and Lamont Butler's. They've combined for 10 points. Bradley 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting. Butler 4 points, perfect 2 of 2 from the floor. San Diego State has 4-7 turnovers and leads the UC Irvine Anteaters 14-9. Aztecs have won 32 straight against current Big West members. That includes UC Irvine. So Brian Dutcher in the huddle with his team. Coming off a trip to Maui that included a win against the top 25 Ohio State team. Aztecs were really good in that opener, winning by double figures. Had a second-half lead against number 4 Arizona before Arizona took control in the final 15 minutes. And then had that game against Arkansas by and large wrapped up. Had a 74-70 lead late in the second half, inside of 15 seconds. But Arkansas tied it on a putback at the buzzer, won it in overtime. So the Aztecs settling for a 1-2 trip to the Maui Invitational, and now getting a very stern first opponent back in Irvine. 6-1 win at Oregon, 17-point win Saturday night in Vegas over New Mexico State. Very quality program. They had 14 three-pointers in that game. Brian Dutcher on Irvine this week says they're 6-1 for a reason. Butler back in with Ledee, Trammell, Mensah, and Bradley. Ledee spins and throws that up off the iron, no. Tapped for Loyston. On the floor, he's got it. Under 11 to play in the first half. Aztecs have led primarily throughout. Henry catch and shoot. Short. Bradley the board. So Matt Bradley, second rebound to go along with 6 early points. Aztecs moving the ball more on offense here in the first half than they did at times in Maui. Mensah, 18-footer. Short. Ledee looking for the offensive rebound, loses it off of the Anteaters. Aztecs already have had 4 offensive rebounds, making now 5. They've out-rebounded Irvine 11-6. Irvine is the best rebounding team in the nation. Again, smaller sample size, 7 games. It's only November, but yeah, they've played good opponents here this year. Keyshawn Johnson in for Ledee. Ledee in 5 minutes off the bench, 3 rebounds. Butler to inbound. Here's Trammell. Hedging in, doubled, finds a cutter. It's Keyshawn Johnson fouled on his way towards the rack. Already the 5th foul against Irvine will put Keyshawn Johnson at the free throw line. I thought it was an excellent week for Keyshawn in Maui. Played a ton of minutes, including 36 against Arkansas. Played essentially the entire second half in overtime before fouling out. Scored 10 points. Overall, 73 minutes in 3 days in Maui. 24 combined points. For the 4th-year senior out of Oakland. And his first free throw is off the back iron and no good. San Diego State at the free throw line, 1 of 3. Mentioned earlier that the Aztecs in turquoise because it's their annual N7 game. It honors Native American communities. This has gone on for over a decade. The Nike N7 Fund has awarded more than $7 million in grants to Native American communities and organizations. So 1 of 2 for Keyshawn as Lamont Butler commits the foul there on DJ Davis. Davis, this past weekend, was named the Las Vegas Holiday Classic MVP. Brian Dutcher this week saying not only is he going to shoot it, he's going to shoot it from deep. 10 for 18 in his last 3 games coming in from deep. Catch and shoot jumper short from DJ Davis. Weak side, Keyshawn Johnson pulls down the board. Midway through this first half, Aztecs by 6, they've led by as many as 7. Johnson has Tillis on him. Poked away, gets it back. Now Bradley. Butler drives. Butler lost it, had that stripped away by Dawson Baker. 6th Aztec turnover, first against Lamont. And now Baker knocks over Keyshawn Johnson and drills the triple. So incidental, I guess, not a flop. 15-12. As we get a technical against UC Irvine, Pierre Cockrell. So Cockrell called for the technical foul. So UC Irvine thought that there was maybe a flop the other way after they made three. There was no call. They kept complaining about it, and Cockrell picks up the technical. So Bradley's going to get an opportunity at the free throw line and miss the free throw. San Diego State, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Russell Turner is giving one of the officials an earful right now. So Bradley's going to get a second shot. Remember, the flop is a one-shot technical. This is a two-shot technical, as the second is good. So Bradley up to 7 points. Cockrell, that's his first foul. The technical is a personal. Aztecs by 4 after the three. Irvine's hit a couple of threes in the first half. There's Trammell in the corner, and that's up and good for Darion Trammell. Trammell with his first field goal of the night. Had some big moments in Maui. Great score at Seattle before transferring here. This is Loishton. Aztecs have matched their largest lead. Mensah and Loishton in the low block. And we're going to get a walk on Loishton. Picked up his pivot, doesn't argue it. Nathan Mensah, regarded as one of the premier defensive centers in the country, draws the travel. Loishton out, Keeler back in. Anteater showing pressure in the backcourt on Trammell. Had 21 points against Arizona in that semifinal loss, Darion Trammell. Tuesday in Maui a week ago. Bradley thought about a three. Now Mensah goes in and is called for an offensive foul. Passed up a free throw line jumper. That is called for using that off arm, I believe. So Mensah, who was in foul trouble all day against Arkansas Wednesday, goes to the bench with 2 fouls with 8:49 to play in the first half. Big loss, specifically at the defensive end. Had already played 8 minutes in the first half. Had 3 rebounds. So AG has entered a Guoka rope for the Aztecs. Nice job by AG to get his hands on that pass. This is a mismatch. Now Trammell outside. Baker walked. They don't call it. Shot short. Bradley's got the rebound. Bradley in a 2-man game with Keyshawn Johnson for Trammell. Into the paint. In trouble. Outside Johnson. Drives in, has it taken away, but a foul called against Justin Hone. San Diego State shooting 41%. UC Irvine 31%. Each team has hit 2 threes in the first half. Aztecs led by Matt Bradley, who's got 7 points. This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Aztecs, who have hurt themselves from the free throw line. They're just 3 of 6. Keyshawn made 1 of 2 a moment ago, and his free throw is up and good. He's had a nice start to his senior year, shooting about 55% from the floor, over 7 points and 4 rebounds per game. Big defensive moments as well, as he misses the second. And Devin Tillis secures the rebound for the Anteaters. So keep your eye on that. San Diego State, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, leaving some points out there. They do have their largest lead at 8. Davis weaving in, putting it up and in on Butler. So DJ Davis, now Trammell looking to answer with a 3. And that's off the back iron, but Trammell gets it back. Turned over by Tillis. Trammell for AG. Out for Butler. 3 in the air. Short. Weak side rebound for Tillis. Good look from Lamont. Under 8 to play. Next stoppage will be a media timeout. Davis has 5, shoots from way downtown and drills a long 3. He can be a problem. He's got 8. His second 3. Had a huge night against Oregon. It's 6 threes in that technically upset win, but they led by as many as 27 points. Trammell. Now for Butler, cutting in, puts it up and in. Butler is 3 of 4 from the floor. He's got 6 points. Bradley and Butler have combined for 13 of the 22 for San Diego State. So now Davis, who just shot it from near that hash, well past NBA range, drives in and misses that runner. AG's got the rebound. A couple of players down behind the play. San Diego State quickly in transition. Trammell finds Johnson, who stuffs it. Beautiful feed from Trammell. Johnson goes above the rim. The lead's back to 7. Now Baker knocks over Bradley, who they're going to call for a block. 6:20 to play. Bradley slow to get up. 24-17 San Diego State. Stay with us. You're watching the Aztecs on Your View and the Mountain West Network. San Diego State by 7, 24-17 back at Viejas. And if you haven't heard, the Aztec football team is headed to the islands for bowl season. San Diego State, Middle Tennessee. It's the Hawaii Bowl, December 24th in Honolulu. Travel and ticket packages available at goaztecs.com. Again, San Diego State, Middle Tennessee, Christmas Eve in Honolulu. Tickets and travel packages, goaztecs.com. John Schaefer with you. It was a block against Bradley, who goes to the bench. Hopefully is all right. Kind of was slow to get up. Here's Davis off the inbound, passing up a 3, driving in. Runner in the lane is good. DJ Davis has 10 to lead all scorers. So Davis heating up. Aztecs still lead by 5. What a high school team that must have been. Riverside Poly, Lamont, and Davis on the same squad. Trammell, shake and bake. Lost the handle, now got it back. Shot clock nearing 10. Butler using Ledee, trying to get around a defender. Kicks into the corner. Parrish, 3. Good, and a foul. Count the shot, and a chance for a 4-point play. Micah Parrish started 0 for 3 from the floor, but drills that triple. He was really good the first 2 games in Maui. He was 0 for 4 from the floor against Arkansas. He played a lot of minutes against Arkansas. 28 minutes against the Razorbacks. Transfer out of Oakland in the Horizon League. Really, all 9 of the players in the rotation are getting quality minutes right now for Brian Dutcher. Nobody's really playing 30-plus minutes by and large to start the year as Parrish drills the free throw to give San Diego State their first 9-point lead. So despite DJ Davis's heroics, 10 early points, San Diego State still has this 9-point edge with under 6 to play in the first half. Tillis able to cross over on Johnson. Davis briefly right now on the bench for the Anteaters. This is Hone, has Ledee. Shot clock at 8. Henry trying to get around Johnson, able to do so. Awkward shot blocked by Butler. Beautifully done by Butler at the defensive end. Aztecs looking for their first double-digit lead. Trammell attacking and setting inside for Ledee, who lost it out of bounds. Aztecs have turned it over 8 times. That's a big number for Brian Dutcher's team. Now they have forced 9 turnovers, but UC Irvine has outscored San Diego State off turnovers in this game 8-5. Two head coaches looking on. Brian Dutcher in his 6th year, trying to get the Aztecs back to the NCAA tournament for a 3rd consecutive year. And of course, the 2020 team that went 30-2, there was no NCAA tournament. Hone has it. Hone drives and has it taken by Parrish. Parrish the other way in transition, missed the dunk. Missed the dunk out of bounds. Now, an official fell behind the play. So a stoppage on the floor as Parrish missed the dunk and an official fell down behind the play. You hate to see it. It's Larry Spalding that you're looking at, veteran Division I official. He's refereed a number of Aztec games over the years. So Larry Spalding falling down behind the play right in front of us here. He is trying to work his way back up. And if he can't go, you're going to have a game that's officiated by just 2 from here on out. Be Jerry Pollard and Keith Kimball. The Aztecs had that run out in transition. Parrish missed the slam. And behind the play, Larry Spalding fell over. And it's being looked at, as you can see on your screen. Kind of a scary moment. And he's going to be helped off the floor. So, with Larry Spalding leaving, you're going to have 2 officials from here on out. Jerry Pollard and Keith Kimball will officiate for the final 24 minutes and 38 seconds of this one. So something to keep in mind. Absolutely could be a factor. And you can see right now, is that Keith or was that Keith Kimball? Let's see. I heard one of the officials just tell Russell Turner, "Hey, listen, we're gonna work as hard as we can here, but bear with us. 2, not 3." Keeler on the dump off from Hone. Remember, the Aztecs had that dunk that wouldn't fall from Parrish. The lead is 7. Here's Parrish driving in, lost it, got it back, nearly threw it away, and did. Anteaters have it. That's Hone. Now Tillis. Tillis open, look at a 3, is drilled. So after the stoppage, a 5-0 run, it's a 4-point game. Everything was going right for San Diego State. Parrish missed the dunk, 5-0 spurred, and it's 28-24. And Brian Dutcher takes a timeout. So 4:05 remaining, and there's going to be a media timeout. All right, Aztecs leading by 4. They've led by as many as 9. Keep it right here. You're watching San Diego State basketball on your view and the Mountain West Network. State's lead down to 4. It was 9 just a moment ago. 28-24. Aztec basketball returns to Viejas Friday. San Diego State hosts Occidental College. And we've got the action for you right here on your view in the Mountain West Network starting at 7 p.m. John Schaefer with you courtside. Again, Larry Spalding, an official, is left due to injury. You're left with Jerry Pollard and Keith Kimball for the rest of the game. Irvine on a 5-0 spurt has this thing down to 4 with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Butler gets it back from Ogwukorob. Now Butler into the paint, kicking Johnson. Corner 3 in the air. Off the front rim, weak side. The Anteaters have it. It's Hone. They're in the midst of a 5-0 run. Again, Mentz on the bench with 2 fouls since the 8-minute mark. DJ Davis not out there right now for the Anteaters. He's got 10 points in the first half. He's been their leading scorer at 15 points per game. Hone. Shot clock at 9. Trying to get around AG, puts it up and gets fouled. So Hone will shoot a pair with 3:22 to go here in the first half. Irvine has hit 5 of their last 7. They're not shooting 45% on the road against these Aztecs. San Diego State 42% shooting. Irvine is 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. One of the best three-point shooting teams in the nation coming in, as Hone's free throw is a swish. Came in just 7 of 12 from the line on the year. This is an Irvine team that is top 10 in the nation in three-point field goal percentage and three-point field goal percentage defense. Pretty good combination. Hone second, rims out. Parrish has the board. Aztecs by 3. They've led mostly here in the first half. Bradley involved early on offense. He's got 7 points. Seiko. Back for Bradley at 10. Bradley attacking and scoring off the glass. Went into the body there of Brent Leuchten and then used separation to score. So Bradley's got 9. That's a team high. Aztecs by 5. Under 3 to play in the first half. Davis back to the scorer's table for the Anteaters. Butler on the perimeter. Shot clock at 10. Left wing 3. It's off the back iron. Loose ball. Butler's got it. Butler ahead for Seiko. Seiko drops it off for Parrish. Parrish in the paint. Tough shot. Off the glass, no. Irvine in transition the other way. Really tough shot. Contested. Butler pulls up. 15-footer. That's off the mark. Now San Diego State's Butler. Lamont the other way. Bradley in transition. Extra pass. Beautiful. Seiko off the mark. Loose ball. And a foul committed by Lamont Butler on J.C. Butler as Parrish then flew over J.C. Butler. So hard collision there. Couldn't ask for a better look from Seiko in that left corner. The extra pass from Matt Bradley. Aztecs 5 first half assists. That's encouraging. Oh, look, J.C. Butler has a cut above his right eye. So J.C. Butler with a pretty significant cut over his right eye. That is the 7th team foul against San Diego State, which means a 1-and-1 coming for the redshirt senior. So an interesting first half. We've already seen Larry Spalding, the official, go down, has not returned, and now we see a pretty significant cut over the eye of J.C. Butler. So Butler will not shoot it, and DJ Davis will. Davis in this first half has already hit a couple of threes. He's an excellent free throw shooter at 87%. And this will be the front end of a 1-and-1. San Diego State by 5. Interestingly, Davis a year ago was coming off the bench for UC Irvine. A little bit of offensive firepower off the bench. And before we get back underway, they're going to clean the court that has blood on it. To reset things here, each team is in the bonus. Each team is shooting 41%. San Diego State out-rebounding Irvine 18-13. The Aztecs have 5 offensive rebounds. UC Irvine 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. San Diego State 3 of 11. Aztecs have gotten to the free throw line more often, but only 5 of 9. UC Irvine is 3 of 4. Good look at Brian Dutcher. Has that ALS pin lapel on the right side of his quarter zip tonight under that Jordan logo. Steve Beckfar from the ALS Association will join us at the half here on Your View and the Mountain West Network. Look forward to that conversation. We'll have first half highlights and stats for you as well. But Davis here shooting the 1-and-1. 10 points to lead the Anteaters. And his free throw is good. Davis tonight, a perfect 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. He's now 12 for his last 20 from beyond the arc in his last 4 games. And he makes a pair of free throws to once again make this a one-possession game with under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Mensah stays on the bench with those 2 fouls. San Diego State has led by as many as 9, had a chance to make it an 11-point lead. Micah Parrish missed a dunk, and all of a sudden it's down to 3. AG at the free throw line. Back for Bradley. Now Butler. We'll try a 3. That's long. And we get a whistle and a foul against Parrish. And we'll walk the floor. First on Parrish. San Diego State 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. Remember, they were 2 of 18 against Arkansas Wednesday. And you were able to explain that a little bit because of tired legs. They didn't shoot it well from beyond the arc on Tuesday against Arizona, but that was the second game in as many days. But tonight they've had some looks, but they're shooting 25%. Davis again near 90% on the year. And he's got 13 points. Well, no one said this would be easy. If you talked to Brian Dutcher this week, they knew this would be a challenge. In fact, he said earlier this week it's not what he had hoped for coming back from Maui from a scheduling perspective, but it is what it is. And he said they've got to be up for the challenge. And for most of this first half they have been, but UC Irvine has it down to 2. 1 of 2 from Baker. Fouls are even at 8 apiece. Butler, 2-man game. Kicking, Seiko. Outside Bradley, straight on 3. It's off the back heel, no. AG fighting for the offensive rebound, has it. Back for Seiko. Another offensive rebound for the Aztecs. A minute to play. Bradley. Elbow jumper is good. Matt Bradley's got 11 points to lead the Aztecs. The lead is 4. Difference between the clocks about 20 seconds. Under a minute to play in this first half. Weaving on the outside, Davis. Driving, pulling up, floater, good. Just leaning in from 15. DJ Davis on 5 of 7 shooting has 15 points. Difference between the clocks is still 3 or 4 seconds. We'll see if the Aztecs hold here or not. 2-point game at Viejas. So they work on this clock. Shot clock at 12. Now 10. Butler's going to back out now for Bradley at 5. Bradley steps back. 3. Off the back iron. Rebound, Davis. Waning seconds. And did he take a timeout or not? He may have. The clock's at .1. He got into the front court and took a timeout, but the clock is at .1. So they may look at that and put some more time on the clock, which would give potentially UC Irvine a chance to tie it or take the lead into the intermission. Well, it's been all DJ Davis tonight for UC Irvine, 15 of their 30. Matt Bradley's got 11 of 32 for San Diego State. The Aztecs' 9-point lead is all the way down to 2. And for Matt Bradley, he's now into double figures for the 100th time in his career, 100th, between Cal and San Diego State. So how much time will they put on? How about this? Not only is it 100 career games in double figures for Matt Bradley, he's only played in 124. So, what, 80%? 80% plus of the games he's appeared in his career, he's gone over 10 points. Aztecs 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. UC Irvine 4 of 8. San Diego State shooting 39% and leading by just 2 tonight over UC Irvine. Looks like they're going to put 1 second on the clock, which is enough time for a shooter like DJ Davis, or just this team in general. Anteaters as a team are shooting 42.3% from beyond the arc this year. All right, 1 second on the clock in the half court, in the front court, excuse me. Dawson Baker will inbound. It's got Hone, Davis, Tillis, and Loishton on the floor. And Baker's looking for Davis, can't find him, throws it away. Keyshawn Johnson steals it, and that'll bring us to the intermission. Well, pretty closely played first half. Neither team led by more than 9. San Diego State led for a bulk of it, but they have to settle for just a 2-point lead on the Anteaters at the break. It's number 24, San Diego State 32, UC Irvine 30. Again, a lot in store for you here at the break. We'll be joined by Steve Beckfar from the ALS Association coming up next. San Diego State by 2. Keep it right here. You're watching the Aztecs on your view in the Mountain West Network. All right, halftime here at Viejas Arena. San Diego State leading UC Irvine by a score of 32-30. John Schaefer with you, and joined right now by Steve Beckfar from the ALS Association, kind enough to spend a few minutes with us here tonight at Viejas Arena. Steve, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well.
You know what, John, it's amazing to be here, and thank you for your time and support of ALS. We got a tough game here tonight. We want to win this game, but we want to win that fight against ALS too.
Tell us, Steve, for our viewers, how critically important it is to raise both awareness and funds for ALS.
You know, we don't charge our families patients that are diagnosed with ALS, so it's imperative. We do a variety of different events, John, dinner events, golf. We had a big walk back in October that the Aztecs participated in. So raising awareness funds so our families don't get the brunt of the cost of ALS, which is very expensive.
I know that obviously Coach Fisher has played an instrumental role here locally in San Diego, nationally as well. Of course, his son Mark has lived with ALS for the better part of the last decade. What role have Coach Fisher and Mark played in raising awareness for ALS here in San Diego?
Unbelievable, John. Coach Fisher, Mark, the family, they've been spectacular. Coach is applying himself like he did when he was a coach, and he's all in to help us, to help our ALS community. He's been a part of every aspect and every event that we've had for ALS. We couldn't do it without him.
I know you mentioned to me briefly off air as well, you know, tonight is this N7 game with funds being raised for Native American communities. You talked about the role that Native American communities have played in supporting ALS causes.
You know, they have, and what an honorable night for us to be included with tonight's Native American Heritage Month recognition. Saquon, we're in Viejas Arena. Valley View Casino and Hotel, they host our ALS Fiesta on an annual basis, and they provide a tremendous amount of support.
How can people that are watching right now help? How can they get involved? How can they support?
You know, there's a variety of ways to support. I don't know if on the screen there's the QR code, but you know, there's information. There you go, right there. If they can tag that with their phone, and there's a way to donate. Certainly tonight with the student athletes and basketball players wearing the Athletes versus ALS shirts, the warm-up shirts. It was this past summer, John, at our ALS Fiesta that Coach Fisher unveiled the Athletes versus ALS concept.
And that's just underway. I know we saw some of those events over the course of the summer, some San Diego State student athletes taking part in that. How is that going so far?
Fantastic. And even with their social media handles, John, the student athletes have a lot of pull. And so, you know, there's a group that really helps them with social media, that helps us. A lot of people follow our student athletes. They have high profiles, a lot of visibility in the community. At this year's ALS Walk, the entire basketball team was there in support, and we're so grateful for that.
Steve, absolutely our pleasure. Again, for our viewers, make sure to find more information. The ALS Association, obviously online. You saw the QR code earlier. It's right there on the screen as well. Steve, our pleasure. Thank you for joining us tonight.
John, thank you so much.
Steve Beckfar, the ALS Association, halftime at Viejas, San Diego State over UC Irvine 32-30. Stay with us. You're watching Aztec Basketball on your view in the Mountain West Network. San Diego State leading UC Irvine at the break, 32-30. We mentioned earlier, San Diego State football getting ready for a trip to Hawaii and the islands. Here's the head coach, Brady Hoke, talking about the upcoming trip.
Excited. You know, I haven't been to Hawaii in a while, and the only times I've been is for football games. So why not keep the streak going? So, no, we're excited about it. We're, you know, our team, we just texted out to them so that they would have an idea what's going on. I've been to enough schools to understand, you know, the procedure and the preparation and how you want to do things, how you want to execute things. And it's different, obviously. We do. It is a reward for the kids for what they've done, the players, and how.
All right, apologies for the technical difficulties as San Diego State football prepares for the Hawaii Bowl on December 24th. Tickets at goaztecs.com. First half highlights and stats next. San Diego State 32-30. Stay with us right here. You're watching Aztec basketball on your view and goaztecs.com. All right, back at Viejas Arena, second half, just a few moments away. Number 24, San Diego State, in a fight with UC Irvine as potentially expected. San Diego State leading 32-30, outshot by the Anteaters in the first half, 43% to 39%. Matt Bradley leads the Aztecs 11 points. DJ Davis leading the way for UC Irvine. He had 15 points in the first half. San Diego State 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. UC Irvine 4 of 8. Aztecs 5 of 9 from the free throw line. UC Irvine 6 of 8. Let's get to some of the first half highlights. Here's the Aztecs are back home from Maui, led by as many as 9 points in the first half. And again, the offense has been led by this man, Matt Bradley, early, the N1 for San Diego State's first basket. Later, more from Bradley, his only triple. He was 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. Butler has responded really well. He's got 6 first half points, also 3 rebounds. There's a look at Nathan Mensah's only basket in the first half. Mensah missed a lot of the first half due to 2 fouls. Now, Darion Trammell left late in the first half, an apparent lower body injury. Hopefully he can return. He's out on the floor right now. Keyshawn Johnson had the most electric moment of the first half for the Aztecs. And there was that 3 as well for San Diego State's Micah Parrish. But again, Bradley, he's leading the way. He's got 11 points for San Diego State. Second half, yours next. San Diego State leads it by 2. You're watching Aztec basketball on your view on the Mountain West Network. All right, it's a good one, a little too close for comfort here for San Diego State, trying to bounce back from consecutive losses in Maui and leading Irvine, but only by 2, 32-20, or excuse me, 32-30. The good news for San Diego State is Darion Trammell will start the second half. Had an apparent lower body injury late in the first half, appears to be good to go. So Trammell back out there, same starting 5 for San Diego State. Anteaters will start the second half with the basketball. UC Irvine has already won on the road against the top 25 team this year. That was at Oregon by 13 earlier this month. They led by as many as 27 in that game. Dawson Baker wasn't a huge factor in the first half, 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting. There's Davis as it's swiped away off of Lamont Butler. It will stay with the Anteaters. DJ Davis, 15 points. 2 of 2 from beyond the arc in that first half. Matt Bradley, 11 points for the Aztecs. Shot clock inside 10. Tillis attacking and missing short. Again, just 2 officials. Larry Spalding left due to injury in the first half. Here's Trammell. We're going to need him in the second half. Butler pulls up. Jumper, no. Rebound for Bent Leuston. Quickly ahead for Davis. Marked by Bradley. Fires a 3 short, but gets his own miss. Puts it up and misses. Really a couple of good looks there from DJ Davis. Minute into the second half. Bradley steps back, hits and gets fouled. And a chance at a 3-point play. Bradley, 5 of 9 from the floor. Doing the heavy lifting on offense right now, like we saw a year ago for San Diego State. The focal point for the Aztecs. Tonight he's got 13. No other player has more than 6. Lamont Butler, Micah Parrish both have 6. Aztecs only 6 bench points in the first half, surprisingly. These are 2 of the best scoring teams in terms of bench scoring in the nation, both in the top 20. Free throw is good. Got the roll. Bradley up to 14 to go along with 4 rebounds. Aztecs showing pressure in the backcourt. Russell Turner, the only coach in Anteaters history to take UC Irvine to the NCAA tournament twice. Aztecs lead is 5. It's never been more than 9. Leuchten turning on Johnson, doubled. Dishing Baker. Step back 3. Short. Offensive rebound, though, by Tillis. Back for Davis. 3. That rims out. Bradley's got the rebound. Anteaters can be a problem on the glass. They have been to start the second half. Here's Mensah inside, turning and getting fouled, I believe, on the floor. Fouled by Tillis. Second team foul against the Anteaters in the second half. First foul against Tillis tonight. No Anteater has more than 2 fouls. No Aztec has more than 2. Butler and Mensah both have a pair. Lead is 5. And now Bradley, did Bradley step out of bounds? He did. His foot was on the near sideline. And San Diego State, uncharacteristically, 10 turnovers tonight. They are +1 in the category. Very quickly ahead. Here is Baker taking Bradley. Dishing Davis. Now Baker gets it back and gets fouled by Trammell. So Aztecs were slow to respond to the turnover. Anteaters went quickly into the forecourt and draw a foul against the Aztecs. Second against Trammell. Irvine still looking for his first second half bucket. They're 0 for 5. This is Crockroll. Tillis circling in, puts it up, has it blocked away, but they're going to count it. So goaltending violation against Mensah. One of those 50-50s. 35-32. Bradley's got 14 of the 35 for the Aztecs. Mensah in the low post. Turning, doubled, stripped, and fouled by Baker, who thought he had the clean swipe. Third foul already against the Anteaters here in the second half. So that's the third foul against Dawson Baker, which will get Andre Henry off the bench. Baker, their second leading scorer coming in, over 13 points per game. Had a really tough year a year ago in terms of health. Broke some ribs, broke his wrist, battled through COVID. Trammell throws it up for Mensah, who missed inside. Mensah again, and fouled. Count the basket. Couple of and one opportunities for the Aztecs to start this second half. Already 4 fouls against the Anteaters in the first 2.5 minutes as well. So Mensah's got 4 points, along with 4 rebounds. Played just 8 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. Mensah, 69% free throw shooter. Yeah, free throws well short, but an offensive rebound. And Keyshawn Johnson lays it up and in. 4-point possession for the Aztecs. The lead back to 7. It's never been larger than 9. Tillis handling point. Now Davis, 15 first half points. He's missed a couple of second half looks. Tillis. Back for Crockroll. Shot clock at 9. Davis. Drives in. Lays it off. Layup missed inside. Tillis gets it back though. Missed. Put back those good. Third opportunity, the charm for the Anteaters. I believe they had 1 offensive rebound in the first half. They've had 3 in the second. It's Bradley. Nice dump off for Mensah, who scores and gets fouled again. The passing for the Aztecs has been really good at times tonight. from one post to the other, opposite sides of the paint. Johnson finds Mensah, and it's back to 7. Well, in close games, you need to hit free throws. Maybe that's overly simplistic, but San Diego State 6 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. Mensah missed one a moment ago, but the Aztecs got the offensive rebound, and he makes this. Aztecs' 2-point halftime lead has swelled to 8. Nice job by the starting 5 group, starting fast here in the second half. Tillis racing the floor, dumps it off, and that is Keeler scoring inside. Now quickly Bradley spinning, going up, had the shot blocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aztecs. Ryan Dutcher pleading his case. Again, just 2 officials here. That was Jerry Pollard having the conversation with Dutcher. Larry Spalding left earlier due to injury. Chaz Hutchison is in for the Anteaters. Jaden Ledee back in for Keyshawn Johnson. Ledee still looking for his first points. Had just 1 field goal attempt, though, in the first half. Here's Mensah. Backing down. Still has it. Puts it up off the side of the iron. Hutchinson secures the board. 6-point game. Henry trying to get around Mensah. Finds the cutter, Cockrell. Jumper good in the paint from 15. 4 in a row for the Anteaters. Bradley calling for it. Working on Davis. Getting it back. Getting around Davis. Pulling up. Jumper. Well short. Gets it back. And now Bradley walked. Shuffled his feet. Upset with the call. Timeout on the floor. 15:23 to go. Anteaters hanging around. 42-38. You're watching Aztec basketball in your view on the Mountain West Network. Closely played throughout. Number 24, San Diego State in a fight with UC Irvine. Aztecs leading 42-38. Matt Bradley called for a travel. Each team has turned it over 11 times. Each team is shooting 41%. John Schaefer with you here from Viejas Arena. This begins a stretch of 6 of 7 games at home for the Aztecs. The only game outside of Viejas between now and New Year's Eve is December 10th against St. Mary's on a neutral floor in Phoenix. Off the turnover, Anteaters have it. They've scored the last 4. DJ Davis leads all scorers with 15 points. He handles right now. Now Cockrell, the point guard, fires it up long, and the rebound on the weak side to Parrish. Parrish, Butler, Trammell, Mensah, and Ledee right now. Ledee drives in. Parrish, wide open look. Off the mark. San Diego State has had some really clean three-point looks. They're 3 of 15 after going 2 of 18 on Wednesday. Davis, way outside. 18 for Davis. It's a one-point game. 7 straight for the Anteaters, who have not led by more than 2 tonight. Nearing 14 minutes to play. Aztecs need an answer. Ledee, stripped and fouled. 6th team foul against UC Irvine, just 1 against the Aztecs in the second half, which means every foul from here on out against the Anteaters will result in free throws for San Diego State, beginning with 1-and-1s. Seven 0 run. Anteaters have hit 4 of their last 5 from the field. See if they can get Ledee going here in the second half. Parrish cut off. Shot clock at 10. Trammell gets it back at 6. Trammell throws it up for Mensah, who stuffs it. Beautiful. Off the pick and roll. Trammell to Mensah. Still the lead just 3. Henry attacking. Kicking. Hone, corner 3. No, but a whistle and a foul in the corner on the three-point shooter will give Irvine 3 shots. Third foul against Trammell. He's the first Aztec with more than 2. And now Justin Hone came in 7 of 12 from the free throw line, a chance to tie this game with 3 makes. It's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Davis, the only Anteater in double figures, he's got 18. Bradley, the only Aztec in double figures, he has 14. UC Irvine a free throw away from tying this thing up. Seiko in for Butler. All square. 44 all here at Viejas. Can the Aztecs hold off UC Irvine, looking for a second-ranked road win already this November? Somehow picked 4th in the Big West the preseason. They're going to finish a lot higher than that. Here's Ledee. Turning. And slam it. Mensah with 2 hands. He's up to 11. Aztecs have had some dunks inside. Crowd coming to life. Pull-up jumper. Short. Mensah's got the rebound. Aztecs by 2. All the way ahead for Ledee, and Trammell threw it out of bounds. Second turnover against Trammell. 12th against the Aztecs. Trying to make something there. Big play. Maybe forced it. Trammell's going to check out. Butler immediately back in. This game is tied up in the second half. Each team has scored 14 points. San Diego State had a 2-point lead at the intermission, 32-30. Still have it now. Henry on a wing for Leuston. Huge size mismatch. Turns and gets fouled. Good foul by Butler. Otherwise, that's 2 easy points. So that's a foul you basically have to commit, but it is the third against Lamont. Here's Hone to send it in for Leuchtturm. Marked by Mensah. Henry attacks and is called for the offensive foul. So that's now 7 team fouls against UC Irvine. Offensive foul, so it doesn't result in free throws. Third time this year that Nathan Mensah's in double figures in 7 games. He was in double figures just 7 times last year in 32 games. So his offense has picked up to start his 5th year. Irvine showing pressure. There's contact in the body of Butler, not called. That's a thought about a long jumper. Passes it up. Seiko. Off for Mensah inside, and he's fouled going up. Aztecs moving the ball well. They'll be at the free throw line after this timeout, leading by 2. Stay with us. You're watching Aztec basketball on your view and the Mountain West Network. Back at Viejas, 11:49 to play. San Diego State looking to snap this mini 2-game slide, but leading by just 2. Nathan Mensah will be at the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 tonight. He's got 11 points. Matt Bradley's got 14. DJ Davis has lived up to billing tonight. 6 of 11 shooting, 18 points, 3 threes. Big free throws here over the final 12 minutes. San Diego State 7 of 12. UC Irvine 9 of 11 tonight. Irvine has already committed 8 second-half fouls. San Diego State only 3. Possession arrow favors San Diego State. Butler and Trammell both have 3 fouls, as the free throw is good off the front rim. Dawson Baker's got 3 for the Anteaters, who lost this year. Their lone losses at Pepperdine, 64-55. Came after their victory against Oregon. This spins out. Mensah splits him and then steals it. Butler. See what they do here in transition. Butler attacking. Ledee in the corner. 3. Off the back iron. San Diego State 3 of 16 from beyond the arc. And they've had at least a handful of really good looks. Baker drives in and scores. Got around Ledee. Back down to 1. Mensah, low post. Mensah turns, pops out. Perfectly positioned, just couldn't finish off the play. Anteaters, a basket away from a lead for the first time in the second half, and for the first time since very early on. That's off of UC Irvine to the Aztecs. So Parrish, Mensah, Seiko, Butler, and Ledee right now. Here's AG, Agwuka-Rope off the bench, Keyshawn Johnson, and Matt Bradley as well. So wholesale substitutions for Brian Dutcher. His Aztecs have a 1-point lead over UC Irvine. It's early and it's an analytical look, but Ken Palm, like the official analytics of the NCAA, kind of unofficial. UC Irvine started the year 150th. They've moved up 63 spots in less than a month, all the way to the mid-80s, based on the way they've played this year. So the Aztecs knew they were going to get a real test here tonight, and they have. Here's Butler, 3. Short. O'Rope, unable to come up with it. Loose ball handled by Davis. Aztecs is 3 of 17 from beyond the arc. 3. Long. O'Rope, the rebound. 10 minutes to play. Bradley, 3. Short. Rebound for Hone. Transition, Davis. And 1. Anteaters lead for the first time in the second half. Davis has 20. Aztecs settling outside. Again, the Aztecs have won 32 straight against Big West opponents. That's on the line right now. Not to mention a 9-game overall home winning streak and 8 consecutive wins wearing turquoise in the annual N7 game. .10:09 to play. 2-point UC Irvine lead. They've matched their largest lead. Aztecs have not led by more than 9. Had a run-out chance in the first half where they missed a dunk, could have made an 11-point game. Bradley for AG, who stuffs it with 2 hands. Agwuka-Rope with his first points. We're tied up. Under 10 to play. It's been a really good one. Crowd coming to life. Baker, tough shot, no. And on the floor, they're going to whistle Matt Bradley for a foul, I believe. After the missed layup. Or is it on Keyshawn Johnson? It's on Keyshawn Johnson, his first. It's just the 5th against San Diego State. We're tied at 49. Anteaters will keep it. Shot clock at 20. Hone, entry pass, and that is stripped with a foul called against Keyshawn Johnson. That's on the floor. Now, Russell Turner nearly got teed up there by Keith Kimball, who told him to sit down. Let's see. All right, no shot. It was on the floor. 6th team foul against the Aztecs. Both teams shooting about 40%, but Irvine has hit 5 threes on 13 attempts. San Diego State 3 of 18. Hone will send it in for Baker. Baker driving. Baker scoring over top Bradley. Anteaters back out in front. Parrish on the right wing. Cut off. Shot clock at 10. Here's Trammell at 8. Now it's 6. Trammell weaving in, stepping back, tough shot, short, tapped out. Parrish has it. Now for Bradley. Bradley guarded by Davis. Bradley lost the handle, still has it, stripped away. Hone's got it. Hone back for Davis. Anteaters looking for their largest lead or to extend it out. They've never led by more than 2. Under 9 remaining. Loishton up and under on Parrish, missed the layup, and then Keyshawn Johnson's fouled hard. And we'll have a 1-and-1 at the other end with 8:16 to play in a 2-point game. Aztecs have gotten all they can handle here tonight. Brian Dutcher warned about the hangover effect back from Maui. We saw it last night. Arkansas back home against Troy, trailed with about 5 minutes to play before scoring the final 16 points in that game. Anteaters coming off a couple of big wins this weekend in Vegas over both Nicholls State and New Mexico State. UC Irvine really has not been involved in a close game all year. Big front end here for Keyshawn Johnson. And he'll get another. Aztecs now up to 9 of 15, 60% from the line. UC Irvine 10 of 12. This is tie it up. Keyshawn tonight 7 points. Off the iron, Anteaters collect with a 1-point lead. So 9 of 16 free throw shooting, something to circle in a close game. Davis driving, dishing, and the jumper from Cockrell is good. It's the Anteaters' first 3-point lead. Under 8 to play. And the Aztecs punch back. Trammell off balance, pleading for a foul, doesn't get it. It's an air ball. Davis the other way. Irvine by 3, under 8 to play. Cockrell gets it back. Shot clock at 8. Matched up on Mensah. Tillis gets open at the last moment. Air ball. Shot clock violation. 7:12 to play. Timeout on the floor. Aztecs facing their largest deficit of the night, 53-50. Stay with us. You're watching Aztec basketball on your view on the Mountain West Network. Back at Viejas, Brian Dutcher with his team, which trails UC Irvine 53-50 in front of a large crowd at Viejas Arena that's looking to get going here in the second half. Aztecs are 1 for their last 7 and do not have a field goal in the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds. They do have the basketball, trailing by 3. Trammell has 3 fouls, is out there. Lamont Butler on the bench has 4. No Anteater has more than 3 fouls. Just able to get it in. Now these are big possessions. Anteaters among the better defensive teams in the country, and they've been kind of chewing away the clock as well. They lead by 3. Mensah mid-post. Tries to kick and is fouled by Davis. That'll be the 10th team foul against the Anteaters. These are huge free throws. And San Diego State is only 9 of 16 from the line, 3 of 18 from beyond the arc. And the three-point looks, you can't ask for more, right? I mean, they're getting their three-point shooters good looks. Not every single one of them, but Parrish has had looks. Bradley has had looks. Butler as well. Mensah's free throw is good. Big offensive night for Nate Mensah. 13 points. He's 3 of 5 from the line. Bradley's got 14. 6:55 remaining. 2 makes, big makes for Nathan Mensah. The lead is 1. Can the Aztecs get a stop? Under 7 to go as Crockroll brings it into the front court. He's guarded by Trammell. Looking for Davis. Hounded by Seiko. Poked it away. Davis gets it back. Davis still has it matched up on Mensah now. Shooting over top Mensah from forever away and connecting on a 30-footer. Unbelievable. He's got 24 points. 4-point game. Mensah turning and scoring. Lead back down to 2. DJ Davis over top Nathan Mensah from 30 feet out. How do you stop it? 4 threes tonight for Davis. Aztecs as a team have just 3. 6 minutes to go in a 2-point game. Aztecs need to stop. Tillis. Now Crockroll. Turning on Trammell. Still has it. Dishes for Davis, who missed the layup, but the follow is good. It's Dean Keeler with the offensive rebound. Back to a 4-point lead. Under 6 to play. UC Irvine shooting 44% on the road. Keyshawn Johnson again for Mensah. That poked away out of bounds off of Irvine. Mensah's got 16. That's a season high. His career high is 18. But the Aztecs are in trouble here, trailing by 4. .5:31 to play. Trammell to inbound. Corner 3. Seiko gets one to go. Foot on the line, it's a 2 for Seiko. Oh, man. Still a big shot, but it would have been huge. Crockroll finds the back cut, that's Baker. Baker, reverse layup is good. Aztecs are not getting stops. 60-56. 5 minutes to play. Just over. Seiko. Out for Johnson. Long 3. Good! Keyshawn Johnson. It's a 1-point game. Just the 4th 3 tonight for the Aztecs. Under 5 to go in a 1-point game, and the crowd rises. Baker on the attack. Now Davis, look out. Driving in, and he called for a blocking foul. Out of control, DJ Davis draws a block against Nathan Mensah. Yeah, Mensah with the body there on Davis, who has been the offense for UC Irvine. He's got 8 of their 22 field goals, 24 of their 60 points. Butler back in. Aztecs have hit their last 3 shots, but UC Irvine's been scoring at the other end. Big 3 from Keyshawn Johnson. He's been double digits now in his last 2 games. He's got 10 tonight. And the free throw is good. Front end, he'll get another. Aztecs had a brief 8-point lead in the second half, a brief 9-point lead in the first half. Have trailed by as many as 4 here late. .26 for DJ Davis. They've thrown everything at him. Everything. Booker Rope, Nathan Mensah, Lamont Butler. He's been able to solve the Aztecs tonight. Just has a knack for scoring. Brian Dutcher talked about that this week. Trammell throws it up for Mensah, who slams it down. 18 for Nate. The lead back to 1 for the Anteaters. And they rise again under 4 to play. Aztecs have to get a stop at some point here. Rockrell driving in. Tough shot. No. Aztecs have it on the floor. Trammell slows it up in a 1-point game. Next whistle is a media timeout. Aztecs have hit their last 4 from the field. Trammell stepping back and scoring. Darion Trammell has given the Aztecs a 1-point lead. Still a fortune of time remaining, 3:20 to play. Davis out of control towards the rack, up and in. Timeout, Anteaters. They tried taking a timeout before he drove. They didn't see Russell Turner, and Davis with 28 gives the Anteaters a lead with 3:13 to play. This is going to be a full timeout. We'll take it. What a game, 64-63. You're watching the Aztecs on your view on the Mountain West Network. Back and forth we go late. Irvine leading on the seesaw, 64-63 behind DJ Davis's 28-point night. He has been unstoppable at times, but the Aztecs behind Nathan Mensah in the second half. He's one off a career high. He's got 18 points. 64-63. Arrow favors the Aztecs. San Diego State in the double bonus. Anteaters in the bonus. Lamont Butler's got 4 fouls. He plays with those 4 fouls right now. Davis just gave the Anteaters the lead. Trammell had given the Aztecs a lead a moment ago. San Diego State has hit their last 5 field goal attempts. Butler inside Johnson. Back for Butler. Attacking, kicking, Seiko. Oh, Butler tried to go behind the back to Mensah and lost it. Tillis the other way. Now Davis. Costly turnover there. Baker, 3, good. Anteaters answer, and now Brian Dutcher takes a timeout. 4-point lead for UC Irvine. 2:35 remaining. What a huge turn of events. Timeout, San Diego State. Is this a full or a 30? So San Diego State taking the timeout here, trailing by 4. Yeah, Aztecs have hit their last 5 shots, but UC Irvine's hit 4 of their last 5, and Baker with not a backbreaker, but a huge shot, and UC Irvine so efficient from beyond the arc now, 7 of 16. will take a timeout. 4-point lead for UC Irvine. Stay right here on your review on the Mountain West Network. All right, out of the timeout, San Diego State in possession now, trailing by 4. Off the costly turnover, Baker makes them pay with a 3. 4-point Irvine lead. San Diego State, can they find a way? Trammell, tough shot, goes! Unbelievable, unbelievable. Trammell hobbled as he gets up. 2-point game. Can San Diego State get a stop? Clock roll. Trammell clearly in pain. Hobbling out there after hitting that shot. Davis matched up on Mensah. Davis attacking, up and under, missed it. 2-point game. Here comes Trammell, again hobbling into the front court. Aztecs trailing by 2. This is tough. Trammell for Seiko. Up high for Butler. Back for Seiko, 3, in the air's a swish! Adam Seiko has given the Aztecs a lead. Timeout Aztecs. Trammell hobbled. Seiko from distance. Aztecs lead. Still 88 seconds to play. We'll keep it here. Unbelievable second half. Each team landing haymakers. San Diego State has hit its last 7 shots. UC Irvine is over 50% in the second half. And Seiko, as he's done time and time again, with his first 3 tonight, Aztecs only 5 of 20 from deep. Now again, can San Diego State get another stop at the defensive end? Irvine has shot 45%. Led by DJ Davis with his 28 points. Another overhead look at Seiko. Aztecs, second half, 56% shooting. Will it be enough? One of those games you got to find a way. A game that has huge implications for both teams potentially into March. For Irvine, I mean, you'd have an at-large candidacy with road wins at Oregon and San Diego State the way they've played, potentially down the road. For San Diego State, you want to avoid having a home loss to UC Irvine on your resume. 68-67, out of the timeout. Crockroll will bring it up. Crowd is on its feet. Trammell stays in there. Crockroll kills the dribble. In trouble, gets rid of it for Davis. All the way out near the timeline. Switch has Mensah. You know Davis is shooting here, isn't he? Davis drives. Davis has it blocked away. Still 8 to shoot. Mensah has had some kind of game. Still 8 to shoot, 1:06 remaining. Aztecs clinging to a 1-point lead. Wide open, Loishton. No. On the floor, it's Butler. Long rebound, a minute to play. Difference is about 30 seconds between the clocks. San Diego State has a timeout. Irvine has 2. Shot clock at now 10. Trammell outside. Can they get a good shot here at 7? Trammell still has it. Pressured at 4. Drives in. Dishes for Metsu. Puts it up. No. Loose ball, and UC Irvine has it. Shot clock off. Anteaters basketball. Crockroll. Off for Davis. Who else? Davis. Driving. Davis dishing. Dawson makes it. Dawson Baker on the baseline. Nobody in the world thought that DJ Davis would get rid of it. And Irvine leads. Now let's see. Parrish and Bradley come off the bench and check in. We haven't seen Bradley in a while. With those 14 points, this will be a full timeout. What does Brian Dutcher draw up after Dawson Baker hit that floater on the baseline? This will be a full timeout. Here's another look at it. Davis just, and what can you do? Davis for Baker. Baker's got 14. Davis has 28. Those are the 2 players Dutcher talked about this week. They've combined for 42 of the 69. Aztecs have gotten double-digit scoring from Nathan Mensah and Matt Bradley and Keyshawn Johnson. At 13.9, I think you'd go relatively quick in case you miss to get a chance at an offensive rebound or a foul, but we'll see. That would also give a chance for the Anteaters to get it back if you do take the lead. Right back to one of these, just like against Arkansas. Close game. It's going to come down potentially to a final possession. Seiko, Trammell, Mensah, Bradley, and Parrish on the floor. Dutcher always talks about getting Bradley going downhill. Can he draw contact? Aztecs, first things first, need to get the ball in. And they do for Trammell. Still in the backcourt at 10. Into the front court at 8. Still has it at 7. Now Bradley attacking, dishing, shot, good! Parrish! 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 Aztecs by 2. 2.2 to play. Pandemonium inside Viejas. Far from over. Back and forth they go. Micah Parrish with 2.2 with his second 3 tonight has given the Aztecs a lead. As we take another look at Bradley's beautiful dish to a wide open Micah Parrish. Now can the Anteaters find a way? They put 0.2 of a second back on the clock, so 2.4. You're thinking DJ Davis. Irvine does not have a timeout. San Diego State has 1. Irvine without a timeout, inbounding in the backcourt, trailing by 2 at Viejas, giving the Aztecs all they can handle all night long. Inbounding in the backcourt. See how the Aztecs are able to defend this. DJ Davis is at the timeline near center court. Here we go. All right, so the Aztecs are going to take a timeout. That's their final timeout. This will be a 30. Well, at 2.4, I don't know what you do. You don't foul. You want to contest. You don't want Davis taking anything open from midcourt the way he shoots. I mean, you're thinking DJ Davis. He can hit it from Poway. And so DJ Davis is the story with 28 points. He's not their only really good three-point shooter, though. Dawson Baker has hit 2 threes. Davis 4 tonight. Tillis has hit 1. How good of a look can you get at 2.4? We're going to find out. UC Irvine is out of timeouts according to the score table. All right, so Tillis is going to send it in. Tillis is going to send it in. Tillis all the way into the front court, deflected. Seiko's got it. 0.8 seconds remain. Aztecs, can they escape or not? It was a dangerous pass taken away by Seiko, and the Aztecs are 0.8 seconds away from surviving tonight. On the heroics of Parrish and Trammell, the pass from Bradley late to Parrish in the corner. 2 free throws for Seiko. Nothing's ever easy. Now, you wonder here, if you miss, can you get a shot off in 0.8? You can. Second is good. 0.8 seconds, so a very similar spot. And now Irvine's going to take a timeout. We had 0 at the table. Apparently they had 1 remaining. So Irvine can still tie it with a 3. There's only 0.8 seconds remaining. It's got to essentially be catch and shoot for UC Irvine, but not over. Not with DJ Davis. Are you kidding me with this game? It's November. You just had a feeling. I told people all week long, whoever would listen to me, social media, San Diego Sports 760, I said this will be an absolute dogfight. I don't care if San Diego State's favored by 60 or 6. They're favored by 10 points, 11 points, but come on. I mean, UC Irvine's won at Oregon. They led that game by 30 points. They're playing brilliant basketball coming in. They pounded New Mexico State, a really good program, Saturday night in Vegas. Hit 14 threes in that game. This is never going to be a walk in the park. And it has not been. 0.8 seconds. Let's see. Tillis will put it in, presumably, and it is Baker who dribbles and does not get the shot off. It doesn't go in. San Diego State survives. What an effort from UC Irvine tonight. What an effort. Brian Dutcher, Russell Turner converging, shaking hands at midcourt. Aztecs snapped that mini 2-game losing streak and beat UC Irvine 72-69. Micah Parrish has his moment. Darion Trammell, a big moment on one ankle it appeared. Matt Bradley's pass into the corner. San Diego State comes back from 4 down in the final moments to beat the Anteaters tonight. DJ Davis, 28, not enough for UC Irvine. Aztecs are 5-2. They'll get Occidental College Friday night right here on Your View and at Viejas Arena. If UC Irvine does not win the Big West Conference, I'd be very surprised. Very surprised. San Diego State hits 8 of their last 9 shots and stuns UC Irvine late. 72-69. Aztecs win it tonight at Viejas. Amazing job by our crew here tonight.